Hello everyone, welcome back to another SCP reading. Today I'm reading SCP-965, The Face in the Window. You've tuned into BurntTNTFreak in case you don't know who you're listening to, but without any further ado I shall get into the SCP reading and we will talk a bit more afterwards. Enjoy. SCP-965, Object Class, Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-965 is contained within a framed, ready-to-install window, which is referred to as SCP-965-1, composed of at least 6 panels of clear glass, or similar material, measuring at least 15 cm by 30 cm. SCP-965-1 must in turn be kept within an environmentally controlled storage facility capable of withstanding seismic disturbances. SCP-965-1 should be inspected at least once per week to check for degradation of material. At all times, at least 2 similar frame windows must be present within separate chambers. In addition, padding and insulation with no other window pane measuring greater than 14 cm wide or 29 cm tall between them and the current SCP-965-1. The lighting within the chamber containing SCP-965 must be at minimal of 130 candles at any time personnel are within said chamber except during research. Whilst SCP-965 is currently contained within SCP-965-1, our inability to control its movement upon destruction of SCP-965 through means of beyond proximity have prompted its elevation to Euclid status. Research into a more permanent means to contain SCP-965 is ongoing, and individual experiments may be carried out by Clearance Level 1 personnel after approval by Level 3 administration. Description: SCP-965 is a visual manifestation that occurs within frame windows. The manifestation takes shape of the shadowed face of an apparently pale-skinned male that is looking through the window. The exact details shown vary, as does the direction of orientation as well as the age of the person. However, insufficient detail shows it to consistently be the same being at different points on its life, between the approximate ages of 10 and 55. Research into an individual matching SCP-965 has thus far proven inconclusive. SCP-965 will only appear when the relative lighting on the outside of the window falls below 9 candles, regardless of the lighting on the inside. Such terms are possible because the face will only appear in a fully assembled window frame, though it does not need to be currently installed. Thus far, SCP-965 has not shown any ability to intentionally move from one glass pane to another within the same installation. It is only able to attain a new manifestation point upon the destruction of the current SCP-965-1, at which point its new habitat will be reclassified as SCP-965-1. The face is visible from the outside portion of SCP-965-1, but despite its two-dimensional nature, it is described as looking away into the room. Initial effects caused by SCP-965 are reports of unease, nervousness, and low-grade paranoia. These sensations will overcome anyone within visual range of the manifestation, even if it's skewed, such as by curtains. Based upon reports pertaining to residents of the house where SCP-965 was discovered encountering problems sleeping, experiments were conducted using D-Class personnel who were to sleep in a chamber where SCP-965-1 was installed. An individual that is sleeping in any area visible to SCP-965 when it manifests will invariably have dreams of a disturbing nature, usually involve being chased, attacked, tormented, etc., though without physical contact in the dream. With repeated incidents involving the same subject, as few as 3, but never more than 10, dream cycles before onset, SCP-965 will begin manifesting with a more explicit smile than normal. After this point, the subject will begin complaining of heartburn or abdominal pain, and often begin to vomit blood or have blood in bodily wastes. This is caused by the victim suffering ulcers and low-grade hemorrhaging throughout varied locations in their gastrointestinal tract. The current hypothesis as to the cause of these afflictions is SCP-965 influence artificially accelerating the body's reactions to elevated stress and fear levels. Subjects who advance to this stage have also reported continuing experiences of the facial manifestations in windows during dreams, as well as in their peripheral vision whilst awake, even after being removed from the vicinity of SCP-965. Most suffer from low-grade but lasting feelings of paranoia, as well as sensations that they are being watched or followed. Whether this is in fact some remnant influence left behind, or standard symptoms of distress followed by the traumatic intrusion of SCP-965 into their psyche, is under investigation. SCP-965 has produced no noise to date, and there have been no reported instances of SCP-965 animating in any way once it appears. However, it is capable of disappearing and reappearing in different poses. SCP-965 also shows signs of sentience. It has been observed to show disappointment if it manifests to an empty room, irritation or anger when manifesting before someone that has broken SCP-965-1 prior, and one instance of visible fear when in the presence of an agent who had earlier participated in its retrieval. Addendum: Incident 965-1 on 19. Routine testing involving the destruction of SCP-965-1 confirmed that while a multi-paned window may act as multiple holding zones, sufficient damage to the overall structure disqualifies it as a possible replacement. Unfortunately, SCP-965 instead manifested in an adjacent experiments chamber observation window. Due to the high standards of the Foundation equipment, this required the window's complete removal and destruction via tactical breaching charge. SCP-965 was viewed with significantly hostile expressions for 1 month after the incident. Addendum: Incident 965-2 on 20. Dr. requested transfer away from the project involving SCP-965. She was reported as beginning to have visions of SCP-965 and experienced feelings of paranoia similar to those who were affected during sleep, despite not having slept in the presence of SCP-965 herself. Dr. was temporarily relieved of duties and assigned to psychological care. No other instances of SCP-965 affecting personnel who have not slept in its presence have been reported. Okay, so that was SCP-965. I hope you all enjoyed. I particularly find it very creepy. Now, if you're just listening to this and not watching the video that goes with it, just Google SCP-965 and like look up the image that comes up for it, especially on the actual wiki page. It's very creepy. Personally, I have a big fear of being watched through windows, because in the office where I'm sat, right next to me on my right, behind me, is a window, which if the blinds are tilted properly, someone could basically sit and watch me and I probably wouldn't notice I have my back to them for hours. So it's a kind of scariness for me that someone is an SCP that's literally watching people through windows. It's very creepy. It's not something that anybody really wants to experience, is it, being watched through windows. And like I said in the first video I made, I really like those scary true stories, and I hate the ones where someone is like at the window and they just terrify me. But as well, this one, even like actually, if it's blocked from the window, from view, so even if I had these blinds closed, it would still give me paranoia, which I think is quite cool. But it's very scary, very spooky. But I really do hope you guys are all enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying making them. They're very difficult. They're more tricky than I thought they were going to be. Actually, it's a lot harder than you think. Is doing a reading of something. So I got to give a lot of credit to these horror channels. Thanks for watching. Bye.